Yo, it is now 8:10 p.m., making it my breakfast time because of my current sleeping schedule. And what I'm having, I've gone for my run, and I've already awakened, and I've gotten hungry. And that's one of my key things that I really love, getting hungry before I eat my first meal, before I break my fast. And what I'm having is a really one of my lightest meals of the day, which is going to be oats. So to cook some oats, one of the most basic things to cook, what you need to do is get some water in a pot, boil the water, add your oats, and then wait a little bit of time, and then they're basically all cooked and ready to go. Now, how much water you add, and how much water you add relative to the amount of oats you cook, is a big part of it is up to you, based on how watery or how dry you would like your oats to be. I'm sure you can look up instructions for set recipes for how to do oats, ways that work, but I really eyeball it a lot of the times. Unless someone who asks me to make oats for them gives me specific instructions, I eyeball it and it works out fine. It's really hard to screw up oats. One thing I would say is, when you're making it, always stir the oats. That's one thing. If you don't do, you will screw it up because you'll burn the bottom. Okay, so for every 44 grams of whole steel cut oats that you have, for every 44 grams, it's a quarter of a cup. That's 170 calories, 3 grams of fat, and you get 5 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein. The very cool thing I like about that is the amount of fiber that's there, and the actual calorie intake, and it feels like an actual meal. It doesn't feel like I just took in something extremely refined in the morning, and it's just it gives me the energy, but I do feel the drop when I have refined sugars for my breakfast. So that's why I really love oats. This is 1 cup. And I'm gonna let it cook for probably, I don't know, I actually don't know the time. I'm gonna keep going and taste it every once in a while until it's the consistency that I like. Okay, 5 minutes has passed, and I just tasted it. I've been stirring it occasionally. I tasted it, and it's exactly the consistency that I'd like it to be. So I'm stopping it for now, and I'm going to prepare the toppings that I'll be having with my oats. And before I do, I just want to show you this, that during the time I was waiting for the oats to cook, I took the time to actually wash the few dishes that had piled up throughout the last few hours from the other people living in the house. Because, again, super important. If you're running a kitchen, the recipes and the food is only half the equation of running the kitchen game. The other half is the cleaning and maintenance of the appliances, the dishes, and everything. If you do both, you will have mastered your kitchen. So here, as my toppings, I'm doing 2 bananas. I'm going to take the bananas, peel them. Bananas are a great source of energy, and they're also sweet. They have some nice sugars in them that I appreciate. So I'm cutting them in half like this, and cutting them in half vertically as well. Just going down the middle. So now I have these thin banana strips, and once I have that, I just go along their sides to get these nice banana cubes, or cube-like pieces, these small banana pieces. This way it spreads really nicely along in my oats, and as Rip Esselstyn said it, I can get 1 in every spoon. So that's my bananas. Okay, so my second topping is going to be some delicious pitted dates from Parnouche. I love these guys. They are already pitted and they're just delicious. This is actually my first time trying them in oats. I just have them as snacks every once in a while. It's like these natural sugar with some fiber and some nutrients, but I just love it for how sweet they are. So I'm going to get them nice and into bits. Okay, and I'm ready to start putting stuff in my bowl. And one last thing, raisins. I'm going to be putting in some raisins as well. You know, I'm seeing it. No, and I've also added some flaxseed, grounded flaxseed. Yeah, you know, I'm seeing it. I was like, I don't have refined sugars, but I love my sweet stuff. It's like there's really no. I make no compromise whatsoever in terms of taste and flavor to get more health. So it's often seen as I think it's called a dichotomy, or like a choice you have to make between like how tasty the food you have is versus how healthy it is. It's like there's really no need for compromise whatsoever. I think you can actually even get more in terms of taste and experience when you do go for optimal health, as long as you treat yourself well from a culinary standpoint. Like you take the time to know what ingredients that have the flavors that you like, and you prepare them the right way in the right combinations, and you can make yourself something that's way tastier than something that you would just get pre-prepared in a box. So check it out. This is my oats, my breakfast of champions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next meal.